Tell me when.
All right, cool.
This is all the chords found in the harmonic minor scale. The scale is E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D sharp, A minor. The first chord, E minor, is always usually played as a triad. The second chord, the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, is the 2 chord, and it goes great when it goes right to the 5 chord and then back to the 1 chord. So that creates the 2, 5, 1. And then from there you can do, this is the famous half step chords where you go bum 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 bum. That's that real Spanish or that Spanishy type of sound. The A minor chord is the 4th chord. The 4th chord and the 2 chord are interchangeable. As a matter of fact, if you look at the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, which is F sharp, A, C sharp, and E, you'll notice that there's an A minor chord right inside of it.
Nice.
Okay, so this is F sharp minor, well actually no, you'd have to have a C natural here. So a little boo-boo on my part. There it is, that's the F sharp half diminished. That happens to be, has an A minor in it. Now if you flip this chord around and take this note and put it last, then you wind up with, from here it's the F sharp half diminished, and from here it's an A minor 6. So subsequently, you realize that the F sharp half diminished is really the same chord as the A minor 6.
And what's the difference between F sharp half diminished and full diminished?
Full diminished would mean, here's the half diminished, you have F sharp,
E flat too?
you have A, C, E, that would be flat, which would mean these would all be minor thirds. Minor third, minor third, minor third. With the half diminished, it's minor third, major third. That's half diminished.
And is that a flip chord for that too, like the way
What, the diminished?
Yeah, the way you have the F sharp diminished equals A minor 6. Is that F sharp diminished could equal something else too?
F sharp diminished has, any note could be the root. It could be F sharp diminished, an A diminished, a C diminished, or an E flat diminished.
And so then
they keep inverting into their own names.
All right, so there's no.
Because that's why they say in diminished chords, any note could be the root.
All right.
And the real reason for why that happens is because when you have an octave from F sharp to say F sharp, and all the components of a chord all have equal portions, minor third, minor third, minor third, minor third. It just keeps getting the same, and it could be the root that way.
Wow.
Now it happens again on augmented chords, but it's not minor thirds. In augmented chords, it's C, G, B, and D sharp. It's major third, major third, major third to the octave. Well, same thing. So the only 2 chords where any note can be the root is the F sharp diminished, any diminished 7 chord, not a half diminished 7, and any augmented chord. The half diminished has 2 names. And the other thing you got to remember about these half diminished chords is that these 2 chords are contained inside of the giant D9th chord. So the D9th chord, which is D, F sharp, A, C, and E, has in it the D9th, the F sharp half diminished, and that would also invert to the minor 6. So that's why the best thing to do is use a chord that you know real well and put it down. There it is fingered. And from here you can remember that this is the root of the 9th, this is the root of the half diminished, and this is the root of the minor 6th. So no matter where you play it on the guitar, if you remember those 3 locations, you'll always be able to get all the chord synonyms that go with it. The funny thing about it is these 3 chords all come from the key of G.
All right. And so again, what you're saying is the F sharp, the A minor, and the D. Well,
D9.
These 2 are, what'd you say, they found in the say that one more time?
Well, what I mean is that these 2 chords, which are 4-note chords, are contained inside of a larger 5-note chord.
Wow.
So D9, and then inside of it is 2 4-note chords. The F sharp, well, really 1. It's an F sharp half diminished, but it inverts into a what? A minor 6. It's the same chord. Chord synonyms, 2 different names, but they're the same chord.
Cool.
And all of them come from the key of G.
All right, you see that from the 7 chord, the D7, right? The D9?
Yep.
Right, that's the 5 of G. Cool, all right.
It's just a little augmented run. Right? Sorry.
one time, regular speed.
Yeah. Up.
And you just use that over the E minor or the G?
Good,
or?
because you see in the first chord, see the problem with the harmonic minor scale is the harmonic minor scale, if you move all these chords up into seventh chords, like you get the half diminished, this becomes the major 7 sharp 5. This becomes the minor 7th. This becomes the B 7th. This becomes the major 7th. This becomes the diminished 7th. The first chord becomes a minor major 7th, which is not a chord usually good as a tonic chord because it has this sound. So you notice it doesn't really resolve like this. So most guys never play the true 1 chord in the harmonic minor scale. They just keep it down to a triad. Or they borrow the minor 6 chord from the melodic minor scale. So if you had like, say you had like that Tex-Mex thing. You would never end it on the real 1 chord, which is this. You see, that sounds like you got to keep going. See, so it only resolves well. So that's the only flaw built into the harmonic minor scale, that the true 1 chord, the minor major 7th, is not a great 1 chord because it has an augmented chord inside of it. It's E, G, B, and D sharp. G, B, D sharp is the G augmented chord. So that's why most of the time they'll never play the minor major 7 as 1. It doesn't resolve.
Wow.